So first AngularJS has been introduced, okay, that in 2010. Then Angular 2 is come in 2016, and both are different. AngularJS is different, and Angular 2 is different. After then, Angular version is coming 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Currently, Angular 17 is in the market, and all are not same, but only the features different. But Angular 1 and AngularJS and Angular 2 is completely different. If you will see the difference in Angular 2 and 17, there are not much difference. If anyone know Angular 2, Angular 3, then he can do work in any language, in any version.
Yep.
So whenever you want to create a new application, you need to use this command ng-new and application name. So there are three components here when we start from the Angular. One is Angular Node.js should be there. Sorry, Node.js should be there. Angular CLI should be there, and npm should be there. There are three components which is required to run Angular application: Node.js,
Yep.
Angular CLI, and this npm Node Package Manager.
Yep.
Okay, so we need to install the Node.js. When we install the Node.js, npm will be installed automatically with that
Yep.
Node.js. Okay, and Angular CLI help us to run the Angular command like this ng-new. This is the Angular CLI command. So here it is asking, would you like to add Angular routing? So we say yes, we want to add the Angular routing. Here we have some CSS types. One is simple CSS that is generally used, and one is SCSS, and one is Sass, and one is less. So currently we are using CSS. Okay. It will take few minutes. Okay.
Yep.
So wherever you are, you have started your career from this company only, or earlier you were working somewhere else?
Yeah, I've worked in India for like 1 year.
1 year. In which language?
It was in VB, .NET VB, VB.NET, and
Okay.
I
So how
have
many years of
worked on
experience do
Angular.
you have total experience?
I would say 2 years.
It is 2 years completely. Complete. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have started from your career in 2022,
Yes.
in the time of lockdown, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you moved to US.
Yes.
Okay. So you know something about JavaScript? Have you worked in JavaScript?
Uh, Not much actually.
Not much. Okay. But you know that there are some HTML, CSS, some
Yes.
concept of
Yes.
JavaScript,
Yeah.
like date,
Yes.
time. Okay. So JavaScript.
Even I know all these things. I know how to create the project and all.
Okay.
Also the project structure of Angular, everything. Like we have a
Okay.
module, components, everything.
So do you know the
But
flow also? Where is the
I
control
need the
comes first?
flow. I need the flow.
Okay.
I would like to know the flow.
You want to know the flow. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know why we use the JavaScript and why Angular comes here and why it is famous?
So basically for modularity, we are using Angular.
Yeah, for
So instead of
modularity we
using
use Angular.
JavaScript, but again here we are using
Okay.
TypeScript, right?
So
For Angular.
see, earlier we have ASP.NET, MVC, ASP.NET
Mm.
and other JavaScript, Java languages, JSP, and now we have
Mm.
Angular. So what is the difference between these, and why it is fast? See, earlier what happens when we create any page in Java in ASP.NET, and when we call another page, then complete page will reload.
Yeah, single page application. Basically
Yes, this is a
Angular
single page
we
application.
can run. Yeah.
So, what is the meaning of the single page application?
We'll
It
not
will
be
not,
calling the API always. So it's only single page and we'll just load the components in a
yeah, it
page.
will actually change the content of the current page
Mm.
instead of loading the new one.
Yeah.
Like we have this page. So if we want to change anything, then there is a HTML of this page, okay, which is you can search here in view source. We can see that here. This is the HTML of this page. So what Angular does, it changes the content of this with the help of JavaScript. And the
Yeah.
TypeScript is the framework that work on the JavaScript.
Okay.
TypeScript converted to the JavaScript by the compiler of
Yeah.
the Angular on Node.js. See, this is the JavaScript, complete JavaScript. So
Yeah.
JavaScript is like a binary language for browser. Okay, like wherever we write the code in C or C sharp or Java, what happens? It converted to the binary code so that computer can understand it. So when we write any code in Angular, in React, then it finally converted to the two things: simple HTML and JavaScript. Because browser does not know about Angular, it does not know about the React. It know only JavaScript and HTML. See, this is a pure HTML. So
Yeah.
what they do, they think about the concept and to changing the page of the content of the page instead of the loading it. Suppose anyone want to change the this text, this li. If anyone want to change this li, and if we were in the ASP.NET, what happened? Then we change the page and this content, and we send the entire page to this browser to reload again. This happened in the previous days. But nowadays what happens with the help of Angular and TypeScript, we we have the content of this page. We fetch the content of this page, what is currently loaded, and just change it here into the browser, instead of reloading it. Got it?
Mm. Yeah.
So this is the meaning of the single page language, single page application. So one page load, then it will never go. It will be remain in the entire application lifetime. And whenever we need any modules, any now we are in the user module, then we go to the admin module. Then the page content will change instead of the reloading the entire page. So here, this is the main file, main.ts. So you know that Angular is a modular application. Okay, there are modules. First module is this the app module. Okay, this is the root module, main module. We can create many modules here. Like in your application, we have user module, we have uh, study module, we have facility module. There are some modules here. So,
Mm.
and this is the node modules. Means this is the libraries in build packages. Okay.
Okay.
And this is the package.json. This is the package.json contains the dependencies, information of the dependencies, means information of the node modules libraries. There are two types of dependencies. One is dependencies that is required for runtime to run the Angular application, and one is dev dependencies that is required to develop the Angular application. This is the required dev
Yeah.
dependencies and dependencies. So this is the package.json, and this is the Angular JSON. This contains the project information like which is the main file, which is the index file, where is the output file. When you will build it, then where it will go here inside the hello. And this is the assets folder structure. This is the styles file. This one. This is the main CSS. So this path, Angular JSON contains the path of the all main files: style file, main file, index file. Okay. and this is the main file, main.ts. So first, whenever we run the application, control comes here and it check here which module is given in bootstrap module. Bootstrap means where we need to start. It will kick up this app module and it will start it app module. So when then it will goes to app module where this is the app module. So it check here. There are in any module there are three parts. One is declaration, other is imports and providers. These are the three parts. And this is the bootstrap. This only root module contains this bootstrap from where which we need to start the application, which component will be come first. So declaration contains the component where how many components are used we need to declare here. If any component is not declared, then it will not be used. In imports, we declare the all modules. Like here we have declared two modules, browser module and app routing module. They are inbuilt module. We can declare our module also and create our module and we need to define here. And this is the providers. Here in providers, we define the services. Okay, here in Bootstrap, we give the component name from where we need to start the application. There may be multiple component in a Angular application in one module. Okay, so this is the component. Bootstrap say we need to start from here, which is the given name. So it will go here in app component.
Okay.
Okay. So in any component, there are 4 files: CSS, HTML, and spec file that is used for testing purpose, and component TS file. This contains the TypeScript languages. Okay, logic of the application. Okay, so there is app routing module also. App routing module also it will define the routing where we need to go. If anyone type home/study, then where need to go. Home/facility, then where need to go. This will say this. So here index.html is there. It contains it is the main file, index language. First it will reload. First it will load into the browser and it check here app root. So app root, if you will find here, this is the app root. So this will be replaced by the HTML of this app root, this template. In any component, see we have three things: CSS, HTML, specs, and TS. Here, see here, there are three parts. One is selector, app root. This is the app root. Means this is the new tag. This is the new tag, newly introduced tag. This is the HTML path of this component. This is the CSS path of this component. Okay. So app root, what happens? Generally, what we have in HTML. In HTML, we have some predefined tag like button, anchor, list. So browser understand only those tags. So what if we need to define our own tag? Then we use this. We have used the app root. It means we have defined a new tag. So anyone can use this tag like this, like this. Anyone can use this.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happen when it will run? First, this HTML file will be loaded into the browser. Then it will check here which component is there. Then it find this app component, app root, and check here which component is belong to this app root. Then goes to the HTML, and in HTML it resolve this whatever is happening here with the help of this TS file and load this thing. Okay, now tell me this thing, whatever I have told you till now, It is clear to you, or any
Yes.
issue that you want to
Yeah,
know?
it's clear.
Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So let me remove all the things. And using NGS, it full form is NG serve. Okay. So
Yeah.
we run the application. In the assets folder, generally we keep app setting file. Okay. And images, all the resources we keep here in assets folder.
Yeah. So in how many days will you be able to complete this all the topics of Angular?
Angular.
Yeah.
See, we have target for 4 months. In 4 months, we will complete Angular and Web API both.
Oh, even .NET Core.
.NET Core Web API.
Okay.
Okay.
Will you be starting with the basics of C# or?
Basic of C#.
Okay. And would you even include Angular material in this?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
See, in Angular material is nothing. If you know Angular, you can include any library.
Okay. And for .NET Core, you would teach entity framework also, right?
Entity framework. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. See, so this is the HTML. You can put one tag here. H1. And you can say chapter 1. See, with no time, it will reload. Basically, what it does, it change the content of this page. We will see the content of this page. Now they have encrypted the content in the JavaScript, so no one can see the content of the page. So here, chapter 1. So now what we want to make here, any structure, any design, we need to design here. And if we want some logic, then we need to define here. Okay. So first thing that we do here, we will bind the, do you know about string interpolation?
Yes.
Okay. So we can bind this title here in this braces, curly braces double, and you need to save it and it will be here. So this is string interpolation. Okay, and one thing that we need to know about here. We need to know about the communication of the component, how it will happen. Like where we need to create a one node. You can create any component, ng, gc, and component name.
Yeah.
You need to go to that particular folder where your application is this. If you are not in the folder, then it will give you this message. A new component has been created like this. And see, if you want to child works here, and if you want to use this app child, you can use this here in HTML. Yeah, this is so one component you can add multiple subcomponent tagging. So it what it will do, it will make the uh, code easy to debug and uh, easy to modify. And you need to know about the how we handle the error here. And you need to press the F12 and you can see the flow here. Like you have created one function here in app component, and that is add some not some only some return. Yes, this is pass to variable number, first number, second number, and first plus second. So what is the difference here in the other languages, C sharp and this TypeScript? In TypeScript, we define the type here. In
Okay.
C, we define the type here. Here in Angular, we have number. In C or any VB, we have integer, int. Okay. So
Yeah.
this is a function. So what we want to do, if you want to call this function here in this in this app child, so you can do this h2 this will be print as it is. Okay, if you want to print here, and if you want to call it here, if you want to print the sum, you need to take the one variable total number and see. I have told you earlier also, this will has no initializer. This will give you this error. property total has no initializer and is not definitely assigned in constructor. So whenever we define any variable, we need to initialize it into the constructor, or we need to use this, or another solution of this error is we need to use exclamation sign to tell it that we will assign it later.
Okay.
And any function variable can be used with the help of this, can be called with the help of this. And now we will print this total. Here total. So
yeah.
Here you can write the functions logic, and here in HTML you can write the code to display that output according to your need, whatever output they want. Okay, you can. So we will take some scenario so that you can understand that. Okay, give me 2 minutes. So here, so what we will do, what is your work, what you will do. So we will create a calculator. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm giving control to you. Okay. So that you can apply your hand. How will you do that? You need to tell me, think about it. How will you design the calculator in HTML, and then what function you will write in TS file to make it work?
So calculator means what all should it do?
Add, subtract, multiply, basic functionality.
Okay.
You design it on Notepad or somewhere, and you can share your screen and show me which code will be in HTML and what function you will write into the TS file.
Should I do it now here?
You can do it right now here, or you can do it from tomorrow. For tomorrow, you can do it.
Okay.
Okay. Something you can write it right now. At least tell me the approach. How will you do that? You can do it from home.
Basically, we will.
You can share your screen
have to.
and tell me how will you do that. What code will you write into the HTML, and what code you will write into the TS. Only add, subtract, and multiply. I want this thing from your side.
I can tell you like for an HTML we'll be adding 2 input boxes, and in TS file we'll be initializing 2 variables, number A, number B in constructor. And we'll write 4 functions, each for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and then accordingly we'll bind it with that particular input box.
Fine. Fine. So you need to write input.
I think you should stop sharing your screen.
Yeah, we'll share. Screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So this will take time to you. I need to teach you the input box also. So what you need to do till then, we will take it tomorrow, the input boxes and all. What you need to do tomorrow for your homework. Okay, so you need to prepare a data here, a table here of a student name, student city, student age, student roll number, and all the data will be come from the TS file. This is a simple task. What you need to do, I need a output from your side like this. Name, class, roll number, age, city. This five fields I need for one student, and all the data, name, class, roll number, age, city will come from the TS file. It will not be hard coded into the HTML. Got it?
Yes.
I want you to do this. All the values of this should come from the TS file.
So I should
And
just do interpolation, etc.
interpolation, yeah. And do one more thing. Create one table. This is for one student, and this is for 10 students.
But for 10 students, I think we have to use arrays, right?
For 10 students, you need to use a simple table first. See, if you know the simple thing, then you can do the complex thing also. So first you need to create hard-coded HTML. Okay, create a table, create an HTML table. Okay. And values should come from the TS file. These two things you need to cover it from your home. Okay.
But how can I do it for 10 students? I'm not getting it. Like exactly how do you want me to?
Okay, you're not getting for 10 students. See, if you will see here, HTML table. I want you to design this table in Angular. I want you to design this table in Angular.
Okay.
Okay. So you know the table code. You tell me one thing. Do you know about all HTML tagging like list, list, table, order list, unordered list,
Yes, I know.
div?
Yeah.
You know all the tagging?
Yes.
Okay. And in CSS, you know about classes?
Yes.
Okay. So Unity, whatever you will design in Notepad, okay. So you need to give some color here and use the CSS class here. Okay. You define classes here and then use here into the HTML file. You need to do it from here. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is for today. Tomorrow we will start at same time. Okay. You do this as a homework and then we'll continue again. For the I will teach you another thing, how to take the input box and ng model. Okay, how to take the value of input box and how to put the value in the input box from the TS file.
So is that all for today?
This is all for today. Okay.
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 Can you just stop the recording? Like I have some questions.
Wait.